Hey guys, welcome to the channel. So today I'm going to be starting this project. I'm going to be just changing the long block on this Dodge Ram to 2012 2500 with the 5.7 Hemi. So this one's got some camshaft issues, which are pretty common on these. I don't tend to work on Dodges very much, but I'm just going to be putting a new long block in this. So not a terrible job, just for my neighbor's truck, but I'll start it up here and I'll show you how it sounds like. So it doesn't sound too bad until it starts to idle down a little bit, or if it's running for longer than 30 seconds, it sounds really bad. But you got to diagnose at another shop, and they said the camshaft's so good. I mean, it runs terrible, and it's misfiring too. So I mean, he wants to keep this truck, so we're gonna put a remanufactured long block in it, and it should solve all its problems. Hopefully, you can hear it now. It really sounds really bad. But yeah, put a new long block in it. It's a remanufactured one from Dodge, and then he should be good to go for quite a while. It's just his farm truck. So, but I'm gonna pull the cab on this. I know a lot of people usually will say, oh, why don't you pull the motor out of the front, but I don't know. I can pull the cab off here in like about an hour, so I think it's worth it. It's just so much nicer to work on. I can pretty much, this way, I can pretty much put the whole entire motor together, the intake on, all the transmission bolts, everything, and then put the cab back down, hook up the fuse blocks, re-bleed the brakes, which, I mean, the only shitty part is got to unhook the brake lines, but I mean, the benefit of it is then you can bleed the brakes out and you got nice fresh all new brake fluid in there, so kind of does a little bit of a flush. But you can pretty much take the whole, I got to pull the grill off to get the bumper off, but you can pretty much take the whole, like all the radiators and all that stuff and the hood all in one shot. And I don't take any of that apart, because usually if I were to change the motor, I'd usually probably pull the rad out. I mean, you could probably get it by here, but I don't know. It's just so much easier to pull the cab, I find. Maybe it takes a little bit longer, but I mean, that's not really a big issue, so. But anyways, I'm gonna just lift it up here and start unhooking some of the bolts on the bottom of the cab, pull the front bumper off and the grill. And I think there's just a shifter cable, and on these ones it's still got the old brake cable, park brake cable, so gotta pull that. And actually on the brake lines, pretty simple to connect. I don't know if you can see with the camera here, but you just connect them right here, and then you can lift the cab off there. So, and obviously the fuse block. But anyways, I'm just gonna lift this thing up and we'll start unhooking some bolts. So I'm just gonna start pulling the cab bolts out, the cab mounts here. Should just be 6 of them and then 2. That came out not too bad. And 2 for the rad support. So I don't think I'll even have to pull the front bumper off here. I'm just gonna spray a little bit of penetrating fluid in all these like wire connections, and then blow them all out with compressed air, and then they usually come apart really nice. Probably just have to take the front grill out to get the couple, like the transmission lines unhooked on the front here and the AC lines, and just, yeah, this harness here, steering shaft, and the brake lines right here for the most part. And then obviously I'm gonna have to pull this fan shroud and stuff off there. So just finished unhooking these wires, and then I'm gonna put it down and I can do the top stuff and do the fuse blocks and all that stuff. Alrighty, so I think I got everything unhooked except for the power steering lines on the top there. Just unbolted this bracket off for the shifter cable. It was easier just to unbolt it. I didn't want to break that piece. But then I undid the brake line, or the park brake cable. All these, all the wiring, hoses. I think I got everything. The worst part was probably these brake lines. Just make sure you lube these up real good. Put some penetrating fluid on them and let them sit for a while if they're a little bit rusty. But did get them apart without wrecking them, which is, thank God. All these wires are disconnected. I think I'm pretty close. Like, I'm gonna set it down, throw the tires on it, and I think it's just the power steering lines. Like, gotta unhook this line here. I think I'm free, but I'm not sure. I could be missing something, but I will just set it down, put the wheels on, and I can probably lift it up just a little bit and then just double check it before I keep going, right? So alrighty, so I think I have everything disconnected here, and I'm just gonna try to lift it up a little bit off of the, see if anything's catching. So we're up just a little bit. Just gonna make sure, I think should be good. Now they're up a little bit, it's a little easier to see if anything is missing. That looks pretty good. Make sure I'm not catching on this side. Just go up a little bit more, I think. Alrighty, I think I am free, so I can just put it up the rest of the way, and I'll just roll this ahead, and we can start unhooking the motor. Yeah, so this is going to be so much easier to work on. It's definitely worth it to pull the cab. It took me about 2.5 hours, let's say, 2.5 hours or so. And I mean, I've never pulled a Dodge one before, but they're pretty similar to a Chevy. I mean, not much different. They do make it nice and easy. Like, I'm glad they put these connectors in, but maybe it's because you got to pull the Dodge cab a lot more often, so that's why they do that, because it's shitty. But anyways, let's roll this sucker ahead and start unhooking the motor. So I'm pretty much just going to strip this wiring harness off here, and the exhaust, the back, these couple tranny lines, and I think I can just pull it out with all the accessories on the front, with all this on the front, except for I just have to unhook, oh, maybe not actually, yeah, just this wiring. I think just the wiring and the Y pipe I need to unhook, and I think I can just pull it out like that. I'll put a ratchet strap around here to hold up the tranny, and then I can pretty much just take it off and put it on the engine stand, and then swap everything over to the other motor, into the new one, and then set it back in, and then hook the wiring back up, like, hopefully. I don't know, hopefully it came with all the gaskets. I'm not sure if the new motor came with the gasket kit or what, but hopefully it came with because they didn't come with valve covers on it or oil pan, so I'll have to take that off of this one, and same with the intake obviously. But so I'm gonna put a little pressure on it, and then I gotta pop it apart. So hopefully this is what's holding the tranny up. So hopefully it holds. We are free.
Double thumbs up. And this, my friends, is why you don't buy a Dodge.
Yeah, that's right. You'll have to do this if you buy a Dodge.
Yeah.
At some point.
Recording, I'm recording.
That might be what I'll have to do. Do the two tops and then...
Does it not like shift more this way?
What's that?
Does it not shift more like flat?
Yeah, I want to do it over here though. Like that way, that's way better.
Yeah, that is better.
Okay, so we'll just tighten these up and then it can go in the stand. I guess I never tightened that one up.
Thanks for watching.
Alright, that's gonna be a wrap for tonight. We got it on the engine stand and we'll you're gonna put it back in tomorrow, right?
Of course I am, all by myself. With my big muscles.
This will be the end of this video. We'll make a part 2 on putting the rest together. Thanks for watching. You wanna do the piece? Okay.
Peace.